Okay, this is pattern 5 of the major scale. This one's a G major scale because we're starting and finishing on the note G. That's the sound that we're hearing. We're hearing it around a G, so it's a G major scale. Okay, little finger right up on the 15th fret. If you really struggle playing up this dusty end, then just move the shape down. It's perfectly acceptable to be playing it, you know, at the 8th fret. Or whatever, you can move it to any fret at all, but the 8th fret's a nice one because it's kind of where the fingers are a little bit more spread out than right up here in the dusty part of the guitar. But so we're going to be doing it up here because we've done all of our scales in G major so far. So we've got little finger, the 15th fret thickest string. Then we move over to the 5th string and we've got first finger in the 12th fret, third finger in the 14th fret, little finger in the 15th fret, first finger in the 12th fret on the 4th string, third finger in the 14th fret, stretching back with the first finger to go in the 11th fret of the 3rd string, second finger in the 12th fret, little finger in the 14th fret. We shift the position back up again, first finger in the 12th fret of the 2nd string, second finger 13th fret, little finger 15th fret. Onto the thinner string, first finger 12th fret, third finger in the 14th fret, little finger in the 15th fret. Back down we go, third finger in the 14th fret, first finger in the 12th fret. Onto the 2nd string, little finger goes down 15th fret, second finger 13th fret, first finger in the 12th fret. Onto the 3rd string, little finger goes down in the 14th fret, second finger in the 12th fret, first finger in the 11th fret. Little finger now into the 14th fret of the 4th string, first finger in the 12th fret. Little finger in the 15th fret of the 5th string, third finger in the 14th fret, first finger in the 12th fret. Over we go again, little finger back onto the root note, which was the 15th fret of the thicker string. We continue going down the scale low, third finger in the 14th fret, first finger in the 12th fret, back to the third finger 14th fret, and then we finish on that root note again. So all of the way up and down. Okay, now there's a few little technical issues going on in here. The first one that we encounter is this use of the double fingering on that one note. So I'm using my third finger on the way up, little finger on the way down again. Just like we did in pattern 2. There's another way around this that I'm going to give it to you later, but you could either use your third finger all the time or your little finger all the time, or do my suggestion, which is using the third finger on the way up, little finger on the way down. Okay, it's up to you. You've got to make a decision as to which one feels comfortable for you. My preference is the, like I said, third finger ascending, little finger descending, but it's, you know, it's totally your call. Now, the other thing that's interesting here is after this shift, we are back a position, and then back up a position, sorry, back down a position, and then back up to where we started. So we've just got that one string, which is kind of, doesn't really fit with all of the rest very comfortably. There's nothing wrong with that, really, to be moving out of position. But if you feel like you really don't like doing that, particularly up this far where the frets are quite close together, we can move that note actually onto the 4th string. Okay, so when all of this is the same, but instead of stretching back with the first finger to hit that note, that's the F sharp, we use the little finger and then there'll just be 2 notes on that string. There it is. Now I don't generally like that fingering because I've got a really short little finger. Any of you with a normal little finger will probably find that fingering pretty comfortable, and that's fine to do that fingering then. I suspect if I had a longer little finger, I would probably prefer that fingering, to be honest. But especially when I get further down the neck where the frets get further apart, even in the key of C, that's quite a stretch for me. Okay, for many of you that wouldn't be. I can do it, but it's just I can feel it, and already my 3rd finger, I'm going to have to pull my finger into a bad place. I want like my finger right up next to the fret, and then to get the spread between my 3rd finger. And that's only C major. You know, if I go right down to be doing, you know, A flat major or something off that, you know, it just gets too crazy. But that's another common option that you might choose. I don't want to discount it on my behalf. You know, you should explore these things and decide which is the one that feels really comfortable for you to play, not the one that feels most comfortable for me to play. Now again, it's important that we see the chord shape. Now the chord shape, it's also a bit of a bit tricky to play up this far. 3rd finger, 2nd finger, a bar with the first finger covering 3 strings and little finger. It's quite tricky. But again, you're not really after actually playing the chord. What you want to do is visualize where the chord is and be able to see the scale. So that's why I think it's a good idea to be playing bits of the scale and bits of the chord, just so you can really develop the relationship between the chord and the scale.